Hello again. I am Janer. This is Rio. We are together today. We are gonna shot a video about the US legacy life. First impression, how am I doing? What's my impression? Today we are gonna talk about this. But prior that, you have been asking me, where is Rio? Where is Rio? What's she doing? So today I wanted to show you Rio. She's doing fine. She's in Turkey. She's waiting to be, she's waiting to come to United States and she's enjoying her garden time in my house in Turkey. Say bye-bye, Rio. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Most of you know my background. I now fly for one of the legacies in the United States. I'm super happy there. It's already 5 months. I'm based in Houston. I'm flying 737. And prior to that, I was flying for Emirates Airlines 3.5 years in Dubai, and I flew 777. And prior to Emirates, I was flying for Turkish Airlines 737 and another 4 years there, and I was cadet there. Total, I stayed there almost 6 years. So I have quite a bit of experience when it comes to flying different parts of the world. I flew in Europe, I flew in Middle East, now I'm flying in the United States. So I will be talking in this video about my first impressions, and I will compare my impressions, what I have right now versus what I had in the previous life. Before starting, I would like to tell I'm super happy that I'm here because right now one of the best time in the history to be a pilot in the United States. Actually, I regret after joining this company, I'm here for 5 months. I really regret that I haven't joined here a year ago because look, I'm here for 5 months and I'm already senior to 1,000 pilots in the company. And I'm 53% in the seniority list in Houston 737 FOs, and I'm 93% in global seniority. Those numbers are amazing. Maybe you can think this is still, 93%, but don't forget it's only 5 months. And if you combine with the retirements, right now we have a retirement rate of 400 to 500 pilots per year versus then they're having 2,000 pilots to the company each year. You are really jumping in the seniority list above, non-stop. That's a great perk. Of course, United States amazed me a lot when it comes to work life versus your personal life. It's somehow balanced. The union here is so strong. And I joined the company when the union contract negotiations between the union and the company was really heated. Pilots are united here. The union is so strong and people are just, coming together, standing together to support their occupations, their jobs. That's a great thing. When I check the strike votes for Delta, American, FedEx, they're like 99%, 98% of the pilots, they voted for strike. That's a really great thing that amazed me because in the rest of the world, let's take in Turkey, there is no such a thing that Turkish Airlines pilot would vote for strike. They would be scared of losing their job. That's the great thing. When you thought from a wider perspective, you think that this job is a great because pilots are defending themselves, union represent them nicely. Of course people are pissed off the union and everything, but don't forget I'm comparing this to the rest of the world. And US pilots has the best union in the world when it comes to improving their quality of life. That's a great thing. All right, now I would like to start first with the risks. I accepted some risks before coming here. What are those? First of all, if there's an economical crisis all around the world, it's affecting the aviation the first because people don't fly or people stop flying. Therefore, when you join the airline, you are taking a specific risk. Especially if you are joining a seniority-driven airlines, it's even more difficult because everything here is based on seniority. And in the US right now, people are talking about the recessions. If airline stops hiring, we have a chance of being junior such a long time. Or alternatively, if the airlines goes, not stop hiring but shrinks, it means that they will furlough some pilots and they start furloughing from the seniority list, whoever in the bottom will be forloaded first. So still I am in the bottom, 93%. That's a risk. If recession comes, and then if something bad happens, I have a chance of being forloaded, at least for the couple of years. I'll be carrying these risks with me. But those risks are okay for me. That's why I came here, because I have backup plan in my life. I have insurance. If I'm unemployed, the insurance will be paying me. And also on top of that, I have my passive incomes, and I have engineering degree and a PhD. I can find another job in the US while waiting to be employed. That being said, I would like to talk a lot about the positivity. That's why I start with the risks first, because right now there are tons of improvement in my life. Very basic example. I'm shooting this video from my garden in my home country, Turkey, Izmir. And I came here because I had a summer vacation, but you know what? I never use a single vacation day. Yes, you didn't hear me wrong. I have 21 days off in a row in the summertime, and I came here. And I did this while I was in the 93% in global seniority and 55% in Houston FOs. So what I'm trying to say, look, I was a first officer in 777 in Emirates in Dubai. I never had 20 days off in a row there. There is no way you can get it. So it's kind of vacation for me. So I felt like I don't need a vacation days in this company, because I can combine as many days as possible at back to back, so that I can fly very hard first off in the month, and I can come here. That's a great opportunity. That's what I want. I always tell the PBS stands for Preferential Bidding System. I don't want to fly at night. I don't want to fly 3-4 legs per day, and I'm trying to avoid, very heavy duties like, long duty hours and everything. So based on your request, you will be awarded whatever you like if your seniority can hold those flights. And of course, you can check the seniority and you can check everyone's schedule, so that you can roughly estimate what can you hold, so that you can ask for those flights. There's a great flexibility in my life right now, and I can plan my life very well. In the first year in the United States, legacies especially, pilots are not earning well compared to, let's say, Emirates or Qatar. But I always look at the longer perspective. I took this job as a marathon. It's not like sprint race. You fast earn first couple of years, but you keep the same pace for the rest of the year. But here in the United States, the worst year is the year first. From then on, everything is getting better and better and better. Your salary goes up, your seniority goes up, your vacation goes up, your payment goes up for extra benefits, your 401k goes up. Everything is correlated with how long you are in the company. That's why it's really motivating when it comes to that. I'm amazed, literally amazed by the staff travel here. I thought that we had a great staff travel in the Emirates, but when I come here, I was like, wow, that's great, because literally thanks to ALPA or other unions that they come together and collaborated with each other, any pilot in the United States, commercial pilot, can travel in any airlines for free. I'm not kidding. You can list yourself in jump seat, in the cockpit jump seat, and you can travel for free. And I can travel in my company for free wherever I fly in the US or outside of the US. We have different types of passes, vacation pass, normal personal pass, and also in other companies I can list it myself as a jump seater, so I can travel there for free. So literally, wherever I would like to fly in the United States, I don't need to pay. And if I have family with me, I can add them, but they cannot travel in jump seat, cockpit jump seat, so they need to list themselves, like as I do. But first impression, is almost impossible to travel standby as in your personal time in the United States, because airplanes are full and full and full. That's really difficult to travel, but still you have a right to travel between point A to point B for free. That's great. Here, you can plan your future. That's the most beautiful part of working in the legacies in the United States. First of all, after probation, you are secure. No one is gonna fire you, but everyone is professional. Everyone is very well trained pilot here, and you can see that. And the good thing is, you can plan your life because you know exactly how much you are gonna earn. And based on your time in the company will decide your salary. Unlike the Emirates, for instance. It's company's discretion if they're gonna increase the salaries or not. They don't step increase your salaries. But here, everything is structured, everything is planned. You know what you are gonna get after 6 years, and you will get it. It's not based on company's discretion, because company and union came together and they decided pilots' compensation over years. That's a great thing, you know. You know approximately how much you're gonna earn, what's gonna be your 401k, and what will happen if you get sick, how much sick leave do you have, what's the long-term disability plan if you need any, God forbid, these kind of things. I'll give a small example. I'm 34 years old. Let's say something happened at the age of 35 years old to me, and I no longer can be a pilot because I cannot obtain Class 1 medical certificate. I'll get paid long-term disability until I get my Class 1 medical certificate back, or until I reach 65 years old. I will get paid 30 years non-stop by the insurance. Can you believe it? And right now with the new contract, this is going to be maximum $14,000, and each year is going to be adjusted by the inflation. Isn't it great? And don't forget, while doing that, theoretically you are still employed by the company, and company will still provide you for a 1K contributions. So your retirement also will be cumulative there. That's a great protection. And unlike what you think, it is not difficult thing to make it for an airlines like Turkish Airlines or Emirates, because those are huge airlines. They have a huge cash flow, and also they have thousands of pilots. If they collect the insurances and then create their funds, they can compensate these numbers. But of course, they don't do it, because why would they spend the money on their pilots on that, right? That's why in the US, it's great, because there's a huge amount of money involved in aviation, and the airlines are so big. Delta, American, United, each of them are much bigger than the Turkish Airlines, Emirates, Qatar, Singapore Airlines, because they are really huge. Just for comparison, these airlines, they have almost 4,000 flights a day. 4,000 flights a day. And it's very complicated, very huge operation we are talking about. The other good things, I can fly as long as my seniority allows. I can fly whatever airplane I want, wide body, narrow body, I can choose for it. Which base I would like to live in, or from which base I would like to work. I can choose anything. 5 months in the company, right now I can fly any airplane types. I can fly 73, 75, 76, 777, 78, Airbus 320, 321. I can fly anything. I can live wherever I would like to live. Houston, Orlando, New York, Chicago, Denver, Los Angeles, Guam, or San Francisco. I can choose anywhere, and I can go there within the 5 months. I can fly the trips that I would like to fly. I can avoid the trips that I don't want to fly. I can say I don't want to fly deadhead. I can say give me as many deadhead as possible. I can have all kind of flexibility. That's really great. Why did I choose to stay in 73? Right now, 73, there are lots of 73s in this company, and I can have a better lifestyle because my seniority is really high, because everyone is just joining 73. So you can jump in the seniority list quite fast in 737. That's the reason why I chose to go to 737. Unlike to common misbelief, now I would like to talk about the salaries. When I was in Emirates, the captains or most of the pilots were telling to me, oh, what are you gonna do in the US? US pilots are not earning as we do. Here is the best paying airline. This is absolutely BS. I'll give you my example. I recently had a pilot who jump seat with us. He was 777 F4. 777FO was in the company for 20 years. And I've seen his paychecks for the last 5-6 months. And he never earned less than $40,000 per month for the last 6 months. So this is the beautiful thing in this company. Not about, I'm talking about this company, but I'm talking about whole legacies in the United States. You can do whatever you would like to do. Are you chasing after money? Or would you like to have 20 days off in a month? Would you like to fly minimum? Or would you like to maximize your earning? It's up to you. You're more than welcome. Do whatever you like to do. Because system is designed in a way that if you fly a lot, you will get paid a lot. If you get paid a lot, your retirement contribution will be a lot. This is the system, so you can choose whatever you would like to have. Some people are lazy. They're like having 21 days off in a month. Some people are having 8 days off in a month, but they earn extremely high salaries, such as $50,000, $40,000 easily per month. The other common mistake that pilots are doing, they are checking first year salaries in the legacies versus where they are as a legacy carrier, which is going to be stagnating for the 5-6 years. Then they are comparing two different scales here. Therefore, this is not correct. That's what I said. This first impression, I didn't expect that people are going to earn that amount of salary here. But as I dive in the system, I figured out that here people can make a fortune. I heard that some pilots are making $1 million in a year. This is extremely rare case. I met with a Turkish captain who just recently retired. During COVID time, he made $1 million a year. These numbers are the numbers that I saw with my own eyes. So there is no way that they are false or they're just fabricated. That's what I'm trying to say. This is the land of opportunities when it comes to flying. The last thing I would like to mention, the retirements. Apart from what you are earning, retirements is really important, right? After the bankruptcies, US airlines and the pilots learned a lot, and that's why they fight for their 401ks to get the best retirement plan in the industry. It's really industrial wise, I'm talking one of the best retirement packages in the world. I'll give my example. I'm 34 years old and I can retire at the age of 65. So I have 31 years to go. In 31 years, easily, if it takes 7% growth, historical growth rate of the US stock market, I can make easily $7 to $8 million in my retirement plan. And if I retire with $7-8 million in my bank account, imagine, if you don't want to take risk, if you invest this money with 4%, $8 million, like 4% of that, let's say 5% of that, it's going to be $400,000 a year. So it's a great money. It offers you really great lifestyle. And now people are hired at the age of 23, 24. They can go on top of that, beyond 7-8, they can easily make $12 million because roughly industrial wise, I'm talking the finance, once every 7 years, you double your money, roughly speaking. So your money looks really low for the maybe first 20 years, but then exponentially it's going to increase. Training here is great. I really love training and everything is really good. The best training I have taken until now. Everyone is professional. They're there to teach you, not to fail you or not to show your mistakes to your face. But, okay, that was wrong, but let's do that way so you learn the fact and you improve your skills. That's the motivation for me. That's the way that training should be. Not there to fail you, but there to support you, to make you more skillful, to make you more confident, not to take your confidence away from you. And this company is really great when it comes to that, and I love it so much. And they are having 2,000 pilots a year. It's not an easy job to train 2,000 pilots a year. New hires I'm talking about. We are talking about the fleet changes. We are talking about the upgrades. We are talking about the recurrent trainings. Huge amount of training is going on. If you are working for one of those European airlines, like how many pilots there? and how many thousands of pilots are employed by legacies in the United States. And yet, this is one of the best training they're providing. There's no fear of being failed. Even if you're failed on something, you are not treated with your job. You will keep it. You just go on. And no one will come and after you because you just fail a simulator and tell you, oh, you fail a simulator, we're not gonna upgrade you. 5 years ago, that happened. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a great, great, great thing. I worked 2 airlines that has union, my previous job and Turkish Airlines, and I work for Emirates that they don't have any union there. I must say that Turkish Airlines really the worst when it comes to work rules, yet they have a union. I literally understood the definition of union after I joined this company, because people stand together, pilots are supporting pilots, company respect union, company involves union when it comes to decision-making process for pilots, union decides where to stay, union has committees about the flight safety. So unions are not there to only negotiate the contract, but union there to support their pilots. There are tons of different specialization in the union. Flight safety, flight training, hotel committee, family awareness committee. If you have a personal problem, you can approach them and you can talk to them. Of course, they cannot find solution for each problem. I understand, I get it. But yet I must say that the union is a real union, not the like something like union, but they don't do anything. Before finishing, the last thing I would like to talk about the management. Everyone is super cool in the US because it's American style. Even CEO sends an email to us and only mention his first name. In my previous job, I've never seen CEO. In each upgrade course, CEO calls the commanders, the students who are gonna upgrade, and he in person talk to them. He meets them online, make it Teams talk. Can you believe it? This is how the company is structured. They appreciate the hard work done by everyone. You can literally walk in training center, you can see the CEO and you can approach, you can talk, or you can go senior level manager, you can talk anything that you would like to talk. There's an open door policy. It's unlike my previous jobs. You can reach them, they're reachable. That's the main point. Alright guys, that was my first impression about the US legacy. I know it's gonna be, I initially planned this video 10 minutes, but it's longer 10 minutes, but I wanted to talk my impressions about it. In each topic, I'll be recording different videos, so I will be detailing about flying for US legacy. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you enjoy our video. Rio joined today and she enjoyed the garden while I was recording my video. As usual, before going, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, like my videos, and Rio is also saying like my videos, hit the bell button to get the notifications, all right? See you in another video. Bye bye. Rio say bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.